So you're freaking out, I start freaking out.
Good morning, guys. It's Monday. Zach's off today. He's downstairs with Decker. I figured I could start out this vlog with a little bit of a pulse check, how things have been lately, where for the past few days, it has smelled like poop in our house. Very mildly, though, very subtly. Or is it even subtle? I don't even think it's subtle. I think I just was like in denial. I'm like, I don't understand like why it's smelling like poop. I'd leave the house, I'd come home, breathe in, and it's just poop. And I'm like, am I going crazy? Or is this just like how life is these days? Like, is this just a smell when you have a dog and a baby? Like, I don't know. Obviously, I looked everywhere. Like, I'm like, did Asher poop? But no, lo and behold, like, no, there's no poop anywhere to be found. And I'm just carrying on with my life, right? Like, so this is going on for days. There has been poop in the stroller. I put it in the basket days ago. I think this was like 4 or 5 days ago that Asher pooped on our walk because he doesn't always. And it's just been sitting in our like front room. Like our stroller just has been chilling in the front room. So we have just been living with poop in our house. And it's so sad that neither of us have really thought to like truly get to the bottom of it. That we just accept it. Because like it's just kind of how life has been these days. Also, there have been so many times I'm chilling on the couch with Decker and I run him up for a diaper change because I'm like, oh my God, like I really smell it. Like I think he had an explosion. Meanwhile, there's nothing in his diaper. And he's looking at me like, bro, like what? Why do you keep doing this to me? It was the poop stroller. But anyway, welcome back to the vlog. I am about to start getting ready for the day. With Zach's work schedule, Mondays here are very exciting. Mondays and Tuesdays, which is cool because it's giving those days of the week a whole new meaning. Normally, not obviously, but growing up, like who really loves Mondays or Tuesdays? Today, I'm going to be doing my enhanced no makeup look. I just applied sunscreen, and it's not a no makeup look, which is where you wear like subtle makeup. I'm truly not going to be wearing any makeup, but I'm going to look 10 times better than I normally would. And it's all thanks to my Typology products. I am getting to work with them on this video. I cannot even begin to describe how these products have just absolutely changed the game for me. I, especially within the last year, have really enjoyed more subtle makeup. Like I just don't think there's a need to paint your face like I used to, by the way, back when I was a teenager. Oh, give me face paint at that point. Like, but really, I've just been loving like a more natural look. It just looks better, especially in person. Because I feel like on like TikTok, you see a lot of people applying so much makeup, but then you get in person and like the pores are not looking good. Like, you know what I mean? With Typology, it's all tinted skincare. So not makeup, truly tinted skincare, and it makes all the difference. Because not only does it look so good, so natural, I have never tried a product like this in my entire life. Not CC creams, not BB creams, whatever it is. Like those look like makeup. Those look like you're wearing makeup. You can tell with what I'm about to show you, you would have no idea I have anything on my face. So I'm going to start off with their Glow Drops. This is a step that I have skipped before, and I can tell you, this makes such a difference. I was just running out the door in a hurry and my skin just did not look, as glowy. Then I go in with the tinted serum, which truly is the star of the show. This is the product where I was like, okay, I am truly obsessed. It's made with vitamin C, squalane, and aloe vera. And because it's tinted skincare, it's good for your skin. Like that's the big thing whenever you're putting on foundation, at least for me, like it's clogging your pores. It's kind of doing the opposite of what you want. Like it's almost promoting the fact that you need to keep putting on foundation. With this stuff and with all Typology products, because it's a French skincare brand, they have like 1,300 ingredients that they ban compared to American skincare brands. That list is a lot less extensive. So if you're looking for like a crazy high coverage foundation or skin tint, whatever it is, that's not what this stuff is. This I describe as putting like better skin on your skin. Next, I go in with the tinted concealer, which is enriched with caffeine and niacinamide, which makes your dark circles look better, reduces puffiness, redness, and it helps improve the area both instantly, like it looks great, but also over the long term. Then I go in with the powder just to like bake under my eyes a bit. I don't really apply it to my whole face just because I don't need to, since all of this stuff isn't makeup. Then I'm just gonna quickly fill in my brows as the only makeup products I will use. Wipe away the bake. And then my last step is this lip oil in powder pink. I love this stuff. It is the most beautiful shade. Love the consistency. It's not sticky at all. And it contains squalane, jojoba oil, and vitamin E. So it feels so good on your lips. So this is the finished product. It truly gives a whole new meaning to the whole no makeup look because it's not makeup. Like I can't emphasize this enough. It's all about what it looks like in person, because I could be wearing 20 pounds of foundation right now and it would probably look decent on camera. Seriously, you just wouldn't be able to see like my pores and all. But in person, I'm looking at a mirror right now. It looks so good. Like, I'm telling you guys, I'm just so passionate about this because this has truly been like my best beauty discovery over the last year. So I'm going to have a link below, and with that link, you'll be able to get a free bi-phase makeup remover with 1% pea peptides and castor oil, which is so good. And I feel like I'm always getting Instagram DMs asking if my link is still active. I think it's only active like a week or something. So if you're wanting to try this stuff, try it now. They have so many great things on their website, but my top picks are the tinted trio with the glow drops. All right, this moment needs to be documented. Our first family day out with Decker. We just ordered our food so rapidly. We're like, please get it in because we don't know how it's gonna go. What's your bet on like how this is gonna go if Decker will cooperate?
He's sleeping now, so once it gets jinxed, we could be okay.
Are you excited to be out and about with the fam?
Brings more stress these days, but very excited about it.
Figured I could do a little food haul. It's been about 20 minutes, still no crying. We are in good spirits. I just got the chicken fajita wrap, sweet potato fries.
Cajun Bayou fettuccine.
Wow. About once a week, the stars and the moons align. Is that the stars and the moons? The stars and the moon. And I am able to take a nighttime shower, which I always make my everything shower, where I shave, I wash the hair, I exfoliate. It feels so good. And it's like, as I was in the shower, I was reflecting on today. On the surface, I did nothing. Like, literally all I did was get ready for the day, record the podcast with Gaby, which, by the way, being back on the pod has felt so good. Went out to lunch, came home, now I'm here. But like, in between, I feel like with motherhood, it's doing all of these micro things. There's just so much, like my laundry, Decker's laundry, pumping, breastfeeding, playtime, tummy time. Like, there are just so many little things that add up. And then at the end of the day, I am just exhausted. And it's so weird because we actually have been getting kind of a lot of sleep throughout the night. And somehow I feel more tired now. I almost feel like the adrenaline of like newborn, oh my gosh, this is all so new, has worn off. And I'm starting to be like, oh, like or even it's just that many nights in a row of broken sleep. It's like starting to catch up. And it's starting to catch up physically. Like, I'm noticing my under eye circles are darkening, and just motherhood is showing. It's starting to show on me, that is for sure. But I do have to say, on the flip side of all of that, I go to sleep each night like more content than I've ever been. This is how I eat like 75% of my meals these days, chilling on the floor with Dak, listening to his piano playmat. And honestly, I am really like, this is why I'm having back problems. My entire life is just me hunched over these days. Like, I'm either hunched over picking him up, or like just everything involved. Oh my gosh, did you spit up again? Everything involves me like hunching over, and I've been, oh my gosh, Decky. Even last night, I after my last pump, I just laid there for an hour at like from 4 to 5 in so much pain. Oddly enough, what's relieving, but I don't like sleeping this way, is when I'm just flat on my back. And like, I did not get through pregnancy like where all I wanted to do was sleep. I'm a very big stomach sleeper. All I wanted to do was sleep on my stomach. I did not get through pregnancy to now have to sleep on my back once again. So that stinks. Maybe I'll break out my pregnancy pillow, actually. I don't know. I just, oh my gosh, it's just not the best. But for dinner tonight, I am having brown rice, grilled chicken, and a bunch of butternut squash. This is leftover from the other night. So this is life. I'm just always on the floor listening to this piano playmat. I have every song memorized, in case you are wondering. And Decker, he'll play by himself, but not that much. He always likes to see you, or like me or Zach. Like, he doesn't like to be completely alone, so that's why the gathering happens over here. Ashi, you just went out. This is what I mean by constantly being exhausted. And I am dreading tomorrow, which we'll talk about tomorrow. I don't even want to think about it. We just got back from the doctor. I'm about to go for a walk with Asher, Decker, and Zach, the whole crew. Today was vaccine day, which I have been dreading. I'm not interested, by the way. I feel like I know people are going to comment, like the anti-vax crew, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But I personally, I am I feel like this is so not popular these days. It really isn't. But I'm just such a like follow my doctor's advice kind of person. I know that's crazy. It's a novelty these days to be going that route with things, but they just yeah. Anyway, it went well. It didn't. I mean, it went fine. I mean, what do you expect? He cried. I cried. It's fine. We're all gonna be fine. Right now he's sleeping. And oh my god. Okay, I wonder why I have back problems. All I do, like, I need to stop. I literally was just laying in bed, and Zach just arrived, so I'm telling Zach this too now. For an hour last night, I literally was debating. I'm like, should I wake Zach up so he can like just punch my, like, I feel like someone needs to like punch my back.
Use the compression thing I have downstairs.
Do you know what's weird? I still feel like I am precious cargo in the sense of like, can't do this because like I have to protect Decker. And then I remember like, I don't have Decker in me anymore. Like which is great because once I remember it, like I can do things a little more risky. I can't even think of an example, but that keeps happening where I'm like, oh, he's not in me anymore. Did you feel like you had to protect me at all costs when I was pregnant?
Yeah, fought off all the bad guys.
Really?
But now, no need.
Why?
No need.
Well, you'll never remember because I'm being so unspecific. We were cracking up at you like saying something in a high-pitched voice the other day.
Gotcha. I knew you were
Ready? Morning, everyone. Right now, we are all witnessing a small miracle. You can cross that off your bucket list if you've always wanted to witness one. Decker is sleeping in. I almost said he's sleeping in his crate. Oh my! I keep getting that mixed up. Okay, he's not sleeping in his crate. He is sleeping in his crib. This never happens. I did not anticipate how difficult it would be to get him to sleep in his crib. He's just not used to it. Obviously, he sleeps in his bassinet still. And this is just, it means everything. Zach, we've never really talked with you about your perspective on my sleepwalking journey since having Decker.
It's not that new.
But there was a hiatus. I sleepwalked a lot when I worked in the news industry because I was anxious. And then I've been living large like Larry. I haven't been sleepwalking. It's been dormant. And the second I popped him out.
You just think he's in our bed and you make a scene of it.
Well, tell them from your perspective our first night home.
Well, first off, I thought our son was dead because of you.
I know.
Because
so
the doctors always say, like, you can't fall asleep with your baby, and we've talked about that. Like, obviously it's hard, right? If you were breastfeeding, you fell asleep, whatever, right? But I didn't. It's hard to tell. You haven't slept walking a long time, and we obviously went to bed, and you were reacting as if Decker, like, you woke up, he's in our bed, where is he? Flipping out. And I mean, I'm obviously dead asleep, so I don't know where he is. I could have been on top of him for all I know. So you're freaking out, I start freaking out, and then we obviously eventually found that he's perfectly safe in his crib. So we've had this has been a repeating, it's not every night, but
no, but the thing is,
every other night.
It's every night for me. Like last night, you didn't know. I did it, and I couldn't find him. Like every night, I don't know. Obviously, I know everyone's going to come and be like, you need therapy, okay? Listen, guys, we're paying for a baby right now. We don't need to be paying for therapy sessions. I'm kidding. I know therapy is great, but like, it's fine. I've gone through this before. I'm going to get through it again. I just don't know why. And it's not as crazy anymore, especially like from Zach's perspective, like now he knows. The first night he didn't realize I haven't sleepwalked in literally 2 years since I left the TV news industry, so he didn't realize I was sleepwalking.
Well, yeah, but now I just have to argue with you when you're sleepwalking.
Oh my god, yeah. My biggest thing on sleepwalking is I don't want anyone to know I'm sleepwalking.
Yeah, like I forget the wording you used.
I'm wide awake.
Something even different, like I'm dead, I'm 100% awake, or I'm like, just like, no, you're not. You're like, I'm serious. I'm wide awake.
Remember the one time? So I get one thing about me, because I sleepwalked. I started when I was a child. I get very angry and defensive when people say I'm sleepwalking. And so I remember the one time I was just like, Zach, I haven't even gone to sleep yet. No, I've been sleeping for hours.
Yeah, no, I get to fight with the sleeping Clancy.
But the big thing that we've rehearsed, oh my God, and Zach, you did such a good job the other night. You were just so kind, and like you were like, Clancy, just go. It's okay. Like you didn't
lay back down.
You didn't need to like be right that I was sleepwalking. You're like, it's okay. Yeah, I know you're not. Just go back to bed. And the big thing I told Zach, he just needs to say the line that he's in the bassinet. Just look over there, and then once I can see him, I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, it was all a lie, my sleepwalking ways.
The fun stuff you don't realize when you have a kid.
With a sleepwalker. And people, by the way, say that I've gotten comments before that are like, you're not sleepwalking if you can remember it. Yes, I literally don't know what to tell you. Yes, you can. Like, obviously it's not a very clear memory, but I've always been able to foggily. It's so foggy, and I don't remember all the time, but some of them I do remember doing it. I couldn't like give you exact details, but like all the exact details, but I do remember it. But I'm just always trying to keep life spicy for us, that's for sure.
What a joy.
Right now it's noon and Decker is down for his second nap of the day. What? This is not, oh, did I just jinx everything? I was about to say this is not usual for us, and he right now is making that clear. He's not fussing or anything. He is just not rolling, oh my gosh. He's in a swaddle, so he wouldn't be rolling, but he's just like moving a little bit. I think we might be good. But I have gotten questions asking, like, is there a specific schedule we follow? Like, what's our routine? I would love to tell you guys that this is the schedule we follow, this is how it goes, but we have been truly just going day by day, minute by minute since he was born. And there's a reason for that. I do think routines are awesome for babies. And I thought I was going to be like the routine kind of person, like a schedule. Like, that sounds amazing to my type A self. But I truly have not tried to get us on a routine in the slightest sense of the word because of not an incident, but just something that happened when he was 2 weeks old, which I want to share. I know sometimes sharing like vulnerable stuff like this might open you up for criticism, but I just don't care because I just think it could help someone else out there. So 2 weeks hit, and I'd been reading this book, Moms on Call, which a lot of people swear by. It's like it creates a schedule for your baby, and the schedule can start when they're 2 weeks old. So he turned 2 weeks, and I looked at him, and I'm like, all right, buddy, time to get on the schedule. Which, in hindsight, what made me think that my newborn, who has just been living his life up until then, doing whatever he wants, like on his cues, which is how it really should be, is just going to magically, because the schedule says he naps at 10 a.m., he's going to be like, oh, perfect. Mom's on call says I nap at 10 a.m. Like, say no more. No. So we had been going through the schedule that morning, and then 10 a.m. hit. I put him in his crib. He was not feeling it. And, I kept taking him out, putting him back in, taking him out, putting him back in. He just did not want that 10 a.m. nap or whatever time it was. And I, for the first time ever, and I have not felt this way since, felt angry at Decker and like resentful of the fact that he wasn't following the schedule. And that is all I needed to feel for me to know, like, let's take 20 steps back. We're throwing the schedule out the window. My newborn does not want to nap at 10 a.m. and that's perfectly fine. Maybe he wants to nap at 11 or noon or whatever it might be. But if putting him on a schedule is going to make me feel that way, we're not doing it. And like, granted, I did like I veered a very like big 180 where like it's been months at this point. Like, we definitely can start trying. I just never want to like feel that way again. So for example, like today, this is my first time like really trying. I'm not following a schedule though. I'm just following his cues. He yawned and I got him back up into his crib. He was fighting it. So like I kept like just picking him up and kind of just singing him, You Were My Sunshine, for about like 10 minutes. He eventually then fell asleep in my arms, put him in, woke up, and then he kind of fell back asleep. And so I'm trying, and the reason I'm trying today, just not even get us on a schedule, just get him napping more and used to his crib, because the pediatrician did say, like, he's probably not napping enough based on what I told her. But I chose today, for example, like, I'm in full sweats, no makeup, we're just chilling today. And so it's a low pressure environment. The day that I was so frustrated that he wasn't napping, that was a day that I was trying to, like, get stuff done. Honestly, wow. Like, that was me trying to like do work. That was 2 weeks postpartum that I was trying to get back into the swing of things with work, which is very early now that I think about it. But there's so much pressure online. Not to mention, I got so many DMs from people on Instagram who were so angry that I wasn't posting on social media. I posted my whole pregnancy and how could I just drop off? And it's like, how could I drop off? Because I just had a baby and I'm healing and we're getting into the swing of things. And that was just nuts. I obviously just didn't answer any of those people. And I blocked a few. Needless to say, he has been napping for 10 minutes. I know for most people, you're like, this is not a long time. It has not been a napper up until this point. So the fact that he's been napping for 10 minutes is huge. Also, I am blocking the real star of the show. How is my firstborn doing? Honestly, this has been one of the hardest parts about my mom journey, just not having as much time and attention for Asher. Trust me, guys, I'm trying my hardest and I give him all my love I can, but obviously when I'm nursing, especially when I was nursing for 7-8 hours a day, those are 7-8 hours I cannot be giving to Asher, and that's a lot. One day, your brother's gonna be playing with you, and you're gonna be playing with your brother. I'm taking full advantage of this nap, and I'm going to have not really an early lunch, but I guess normally I eat closer to 1:30. I'm doing avocado toast with everything but the bagel seasoning, 2 slices of turkey, because I realized I need some sort of protein on there. I need protein with every single meal. Breastfeeding hunger is like no other. I literally, I don't even know how to cope. I'm just starving every single second, and then some grapes on the side. It's yours. You got it. You're holding it.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down.
Good morning, guys. It's 12:45. Same thing. I feel like our mornings pass by in the blink of an eye these days, but Zach's family's coming over in a bit. Neil's coming over in a bit. I just created my dessert tray. You guys would have, not a tray, what is it, a display? You guys would have seen one of the last videos. I'm obsessed with this thing. I can link it below. I just whipped up some chocolate chip cookies that I haven't had yet, but they smell so good. I also baked muffins, my famous, I love to say my famous, literally, got it from a cookbook, not mine at all. Banana chocolate chip muffin recipe. And then I just created a little hot cocoa coffee station as well. How does it feel to be married to one of those people who's just so domesticated and good?
You watched the Martha documentary and really wanted to tune in?
Honestly, no. As I was watching it, I was just how can I be this woman? Although, did you see it? She was kind of
well, I only saw parts of it, but she was very odd.
Yeah.
Not to get into her infidelity pieces, but she was if a man cheats on you, leave him, and then she cheat. I was it was just weird.
She was cheating on him.
At this point, she's probably so larger than life. She probably just disassociates with stuff. But it was super weird. Well, I saw 20 minutes of it, but
yeah,
she's very successful. So if you want to buy her cookbooks and stuff, knock yourselves out.
And in a very big moment, I am not wearing sweats and pajamas. I love how I'm still wearing leggings, okay? That's never gonna change. But this top is from J. Crew. Asher, where's your fur from? Is it real? Do you have real fur? And I can't believe, guys, this guy is 1 year old. How is he 1? How is he 1? How did you turn 1? How did we let that happen? And today I'm going to be fully pumping so that I can actually socialize with everyone. And that's the thing with breastfeeding and pumping, no matter what, I'm gonna have to disappear at one point today to pump because I never like to go more than 3 hours. Otherwise, problems can occur with clogged ducts and all that. So I'm gonna pump right now before everyone gets here. This is the little pump haul, the one that I use. Although, guys, I recommend if you are an expectant mom, so this comes full with your insurance. Different insurances will offer different breast pumps, but get the Spectra S1. I got the Spectra S2. It's literally the same thing as the S1, except it's not portable. Why? Can anyone is there any benefit to having this one? It sucks. I did get a portable battery for it though, but yeah, get the S1 is all I can say. So anyway, I'm about to go upstairs, knock this out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will once again have that link for Typology below if you guys are interested in checking it out. And by the way, this is a perfect example. This is me using the Typology products with makeup to kind of amplify it all a bit. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Talk to you later. Bye.